Hey, what's up guys? So I'll showcase a build that I'm really liking at the moment. This build is really good for solo play and can also contribute a lot if you're playing in co-op. The handler archetype is one of the most versatile classes, so there's a lot of different builds that are possible. But for this build, we're going to be pairing it with the summoner archetype, because they can both benefit a lot from each other. So this is a minion-oriented build, but your character will also deal a large amount of damage. We start the build with the Soul Guard ring, because this build can easily max out the amount of stack of bulwark, giving us pretty much 20% of damage reduction all the time. And as you can see, right now I'm not even using anything and we already have 3 stack of bulwark giving us 15% damage reduction because we have 2 minions and our dog. And we can easily increase that amount of stacks with weapon mods. So you can use whatever minion mods you have. So I am using the Space Crab mod, which summons 5 Space Crab and every single one of them counts as a minion. So that means that they will all benefit from the summons effect that we have, which we have a lot. We are also using the Soul Link ring, which makes our minion lifesteal for us. This ring will make us even more tanky, and you will realize that this ring can allow us to save a lot of Dragon Hearts. Because we just have naturally a lot of regen with this ring and with our dog's passive. And now for the amulet slot, you have 2 choices. You can use the Soul Anchor for 20% more damage, or the choice that I strongly believe is better is the Insulation Amulet, which gives us 15% to all damage, which is only 5% less than the other amulet. But this amulet also gives us haste, which is a really big buff. And also because we are using the Soul Guard ring, we will always have at least a stack of bulwark, so this effect is always going to be active. You can find this amulet in Nerud from the Flooded Room event. But even if you don't have this amulet, it's totally fine. You can still use the Soul Anchor amulet. And by the way, you get both the Soul Guard and the Soul Anchor from the Blood Moon Altar, the same place you got your Summoner archetype. For the 2 other ring slots, you can slot in whatever you like depending on your playstyle. And if you are using the Soul Anchor, I strongly recommend using the Anastasia's Inspiration for permanent haste. And it's permanent haste because as a summoner, we have the regrowth trait, so it's always gonna trigger the effect. And you can get this ring in Ward 13 from the armor vendor. If you are using the Insulation driver, we don't need it because we already have haste. So you have 2 free slots for whatever you like. I like having more stamina and speed and more tankiness, but you can use whatever you want. And finally, we will talk about our dog. So he is considered a summon, so he will benefit from everything that I just showed, and every perk from the summoner archetype. The 3 types of dog are viable, but I strongly recommend the support dog. And also the handler and the summoner are great together, because the handler unique trait, kinship, also affects our minion. And as for which archetype to put as primary and secondary, honestly it's up to you, but what I like to do is if I'm playing in co-op, I like to have the handler as primary, and if I'm not, then I like having the summoner for more damage. And as for the weapons, you're really free to use whatever you like, but like I said before, make sure to have a minion mod on one of your weapon. And a quick reminder that whatever build you're playing, you really want to maximize your armor by managing your weight. So right now I'm a medium weight, so I want to get as close as 50 as possible without going over it. Alright, so that's it with the build, guys. So if you have any suggestion on how to improve the build, make sure to leave it in the comment below. And don't forget to leave a like and subscribe if it was helpful. It really helps a lot, and good luck with the build.